Hey everybody, Hardtekticon's back, and I am bringing you the new Transformers Studio Series Movie 1 Voyager class Starscream, and he's seeking right at ya! So here we have it, a really nice, really good Voyager class Starscream that just really fits in scale. And I know that's a big part of this new Studio Series line, but Hardtekticon is very happy about that. Very happy. Because I just wish scale would work, but 99% of the time it doesn't. But here's our 1%. Yep, there he is. So, let's take a good look at him. He's in vehicle mode. He is some kind of F-14-7RX Raptor / ripping... I don't know airplane, guys. I don't know airplanes. Or jets. I know this is Starscream. Decepticon symbol. So yeah. He is looking really good. He's looking really nice and solid. I'm going to be giving y'all plenty of comparisons for this figure because I'm really excited about this figure. He's not too bulky. He doesn't have some giant backpack bulk underneath that looks a mess. I mean, that looks a little busy, but it's still pretty cool. And he is designed after the movie 1 paint job. I gotta be honest with you guys, if it were up to me, I would have liked the tattoo style paint job, but this is still pretty cool. So, we have got a Voyager Starscream, and he has got a white-ish gray tip nose cone, and then it fades from a darker gray to an even darker gray, and then back to a lighter gray, and then back to a darker gray over here. You got some military, I'm guessing Army or Air Force symbol right there. You got a Decepticon symbol right there. You got some of that really light gray kind of bordering a lot of the tail fins and wings. It looks really nice. PP yellow cockpit. I don't know why toy cockpits have always got to be like PP yellow or orange at best. Seems like they'd be black, but whatever. But yeah, in case you didn't get a good look, there's the undercarriage. He does have wheels right here and here. None of them roll. They're just for standing them up. But he stands up really well, and he scoots. Scoot. Scoot. Booty scooty. Alright. Yeah, I like that show, guys. It was pretty good. So, for comparison, I've got a few things here. First of all, let's take a look at the original. Well, this isn't the original. This is the Target exclusive version of Movie 1 Starscream. Let me fix this real quick. And there we go. I think this is called the Deep Space Starscream or something like that. It's a same figure as the Skywarp Voyager class figure with all the missile arms and the ramjet. That was a Walmart exclusive. Very silvery. Very heavy, actually. I guess it's well made. Of course, I am one of the many people who have lost all the missiles, so I don't have the missiles. But I do have all the missiles from my ramjet and Skywarp, which I do have. But yeah, that's how they look together. Let's see, we also got over here what this mold is actually based on. Side note, this mold, they kind of did a knockoff job with it, is based entirely as a knockoff oversized of this mold, which is the Transformers Dark of the Moon Starscream with the mech tech weapons and everything. So yeah, here they are together. And come time to actually transform them, if you're familiar with this mold, which in America also came in Thundercracker mode, and in Japan they put out a Skywarp. So you could have all three deluxe size Seekers looking exactly the same, except Thundercracker had a different weapon. Yeah, there's those two together. Let's see, who else? Okay, let's throw this in. Planet X, Fall of Cybertron Starscream. That way you can get a completely different type of Starscream look at it. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, you see this flying overhead, you know something's wrong. Unless you're on Cybertron, where if you see this flying overhead, you should know something's wrong. Yeah, so that's what they look like together, or compared to. Just for fun, because I found him while I was digging for that movie 1 Starscream. There's Legends Ravage. Still not in scale, but a lot closer. And finally, for vehicle scale, here is another modern vehicle. Not modern, but modern day figure. We have Dreadwind. Deluxe Power the Prime's Dreadwind. So there you go. Plenty of comparisons. Did I miss any? I don't believe I did. So, let's get on to this fun part of transforming them. Alright, first of all, and like I said, it is so much like this guy, you'll be amazed. Let's go ahead and just kind of flip these down. Flip down the, I'm forgetting what they're called right now. Just a second, guys. Let's see. I mean, you can do this many ways. You can go ahead and get the arms out and pull them out right here. They're just going to kind of accordion out, and then you're going to move this piece right here. Let's see. I remind myself how to do this properly. Well, it doesn't come out that way? I thought it did. Let's pull out the other arm. See if I'm doing something wrong. If I can get a better look. No? Okay. So, I am kind of doing something wrong here. So let's get that moved out of the way. That's where his head is, by the way. And I believe... here we are. Okay. This is what I'm doing wrong, guys. Grab this section back here. Kind of get it loose from these legs right here. There's pegs right on the inner part of here. I'm going to get this loose and kind of out of the way. So yeah, ignore the arms part for right now. Let's see if I can get this done. I've only transformed this guy a couple times. Let's see here. Here we go. You just got to get these pulled up. So there we go. Sorry about that. Not a very good review when I'm doing that. Alright, so now, with that being done, go ahead and put these back in place. Whoop. Okay. Since we're here, let's go ahead and clean up the mess. Go ahead and get that lifted up. Put the wheels back. Unpeg the foot from right there. Okay. Again, unpeg the foot from right there. Very good pegging connections right here, guys. Really good ones. Oh, I forgot to point out. That looks a little weird. But here is his weapon. And it stores back here, like since I got him halfway transformed, pretty much stores right there just in the big version. So yeah, there it is. That's his only accessory. So now that we got that clearance, let's see if we can get these arms just folded out. And that's how you do it. I say like I'm an expert after all that finagling and idiocy. So, we got him looking like a big mess. Worse than what Sam left him as. And from here, we are going to grab his nose cone section right here. We're going to start flipping it down. Make sure this piece is up. Right here. Bad camera angle. this piece right here, make sure you got that folded all the way up. And then we're going to open this piece back, which, by the way, there's one of those little pegs to put them on a flight stand. And you got to be careful with this head. Make sure it's pushed forward, and then bring everything back up. Make sure the arms aren't in the way. And there we go. Click that back, and there's his head. So now, let's see here. Gotta remember what to do now. Straighten his arms up like this, and just kind of get him out like he's trying to fly without wings. Red Bull gives you wings! No, it doesn't. Red Bull's expensive and does not taste good. Okay. Then from here you can just split the legs and straighten them up. You gotta straighten his toes. And of course you can have them standing up straight, but I like the chicken leg method for this mold. Straighten the toe. Get the landing gear, that's what those are called. Hey, I'm not an airplane guy, guys. Not an airplane fella. I like Transformer airplanes, but that's about where it ends. Okay, and from here, on these side pieces, pull this down, this weird little piece. Pull this down, this weird little piece. And then this new weird little piece is one of the only different things about the transformation of the Voyager versus the Deluxe, except for the extra pegs. Yep, flip these things up. Oh geez. And then, you see how we got a peg hole in the new pieces? That's going to be plugging in right into this. So, want to line all that up. There we go. And that's done. So look at it, line it up. There we go. And that part's done. And then from here, just turn them around. See, you got peg holes right there and pegs right there. Just fold it up and click it in. Or plug it in, whatever. And this piece right here, that's kind of how you want to do it. Leave it out, leave it up. I kind of leave it up at an angle like that. So from here, it's just a matter of straightening everything out, because we're pretty much done. You can get him in a cool pose, kind of like having his hand up. And then in the other hand, I like to put his gun. But we're going to hold off on the gun for a minute. So yeah, here we have, straighten everything up, and his legs are all wobbly. Transformers Studio Series Starscream, Voyager Starscream in robot mode. Bring him back a little, let you see the full picture. There he is, right there. This guy is looking pretty darn good, guys, gotta say. This guy is looking pretty good, guys. So, just for fun, real quick, we're going to take this Dark of the Moon Deluxe Starscream, which is the same mold as this, just small scale, and we're going to transform it so you can see how similar it is. Go ahead and take off the weapons. And you know what? I did forget to mention, and this is how similar they are. On this guy right here, use him as a pointer, excuse me. Deluxe jets make good pointers. But either way, on the Voyager version right here, he has several 5mm ports that he can use for weapons. And on vehicle mode, they are right here on his underneath his tail fins, right here underneath his rear chest pieces, and 2 on his forearms. So, just like on the other one, we're going to bring down the landing gear, because I'm an airplane guy, guys, and I know this. I wonder how many times I've said guys in this review, guys. So, let's not do the arms first. We're first going to get this piece right here undone. Then we're going to bring these pieces right here up. See these pieces right here? I'm going to pull them up. Kind of get them a little bit out the way. And go ahead and do his legs if you want now. Just pull them down, straighten out the toes. Pull them down, straighten out the toes. Like that. And pull them out. Give him his chicken legs. Pull them out. Give him his chicken legs. Like this. And now we're going to, these are pulled out. We can go ahead and pull out the arms and swing them out. Like that. Just grab the arm, pull it out, accordion's out, swing it out. Like that. And then we're going to flip this piece out. Which again, the only difference is there's nothing else there. We're going to put that right there. Flip this piece out. Just slide it right there. And we're going to open. Okay, hold on. Going to open this piece up like that and flip it down. Open up his crotch to let his nose cone in. And there we go. Now we go back here, fix that, and then we just put this back up here, and there we go. Tiny little version of Studio Starscream, the predecessor. See, Dark in the Moon, what year was Dark in the Moon? 13 or something, 14? Grew a lot in 4 or 5 years. So yeah, I'm going to put him aside. We'll do comparisons in a minute. But wanted to take a good look at him now that you see the similarities between Big and Little Bro here. Hey there. We're brothers. So, first of all, let's take a look at that head. A really nice head sculpt. And I am really digging this head sculpt. It looks really, really nice. Earlier I was taking some pictures for, you know, the before and after review photo slideshow. And I was thinking, oh, it'd be cool to take a picture of Starscream's head popped off and somehow fit into Megatron's hand, you know, like in the most recent Not So Great movie. But it unscrews from the side, so I decided not to mess with it, just in case. At least for now. But yeah, great looking head sculpt. A lot of these gold details, like on his face and around his arms. Those pop out. Besides that, it's mainly the same color schemes. But he does look pretty dang cool, I gotta say. There's a nice close-up of him and his chest area. His chesteroids. And as you can see, that fills out a lot better in his abdomen and torso area than this Starscream. It almost makes me wonder if the movie 3 Starscream was supposed to be a Voyager, and then due to cost or how many Voyagers or few Voyagers they wanted to put out, they decided to cut him. So, but he is a neat figure. Here's a back. Oh look, and there's a 5th MechTech port. Does he have it? This Starscream does not have that 5th MechTech port. Again, great for pointing. So, there's the back. For articulation, his head can rotate a little bit either way. Well, I guess it can go all the way around. You just got to force it a little. His arms, oh my god, they are articulated. So, you got movement right here at the shoulder joint. And more movement here at the shoulder joint. So you can have his arms up like that. Or you can have them down like this. Whether you want a longer shoulder or longer arms. He's got another swivel joint right here. Another one right here. So excuse me, 2 shoulders and 2 elbow joints, and 2 wrist articulations. You got a ball joint at the actual hand, then at the wrist for transformation. You got this joint. You can go down a little, and that's so you can plug his gun in. Those 2 little ports right there. We'll do that in a sec. Alright, of course, no waist articulation. What a waste. His legs can go out, out and in and out and in. They can go back and forth at the hips. Okay, they have a joint right here at this knee, or really technically I guess that would be the knee, and this is the ankle right here. Can rotate 360, but this one can't. It just goes back and forth. And then he's got some toe articulation due to transformation, and the heel, which is the landing gear, forgot about it for a second, can go in and out. And that is his articulation. So he does have a pretty good range of movement. He can do some pretty crazy power poses. To go with his power poses, let's go ahead and arm him up. I'm right-handed, so I like to give my bots right-handed weapons when they only have one. I showed you how to do that already, but just in case. You got the ball joint, and you got this joint right here where that little pin's at. So just pull that 2 clicks down, or rotate it 2 clicks down. Then you got that peg, and you put it in this peg hole. And there you go. And now you got these 2 weird peg holes right here. And you got right there those 2 little pieces. So get it to where the 5mm port is facing down and plug it into his hand. Now of course you could also plug it into here or somewhere on the back, but that's the official and the coolest way to do it. So some power poses. Let's get them kind of shooting at something, half stepping through. Roar, I'm shooting at something. More, I'm shooting at something. So yeah. Come on, now focus. There we go. You can do like this. Super stance. Not even falling over, and he's tilting back pretty good. See how far forward he can go. Almost like he's shooting somebody down there. Okay, this looks a lot cooler than it does on camera, so just trust me. But yeah, he has a lot of articulation, can do some really cool poses, and he is just awesome. I'm loving this figure, and I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be getting rid of a couple movie Starscreams and replacing this figure. So most likely, to show you who is who and what is what, and what I'm doing, for comparison and to show off who I'm probably getting rid of most likely, we have got the Transformers 3 Dark of the Moon Starscream. You know what, let's put him on this side, here, over here, and then we'll put little bro Starscream over here. And man, what a size difference. So yeah, big improvement, or big upscale and a little bit of improvement. Way better head, way better paint scheme. Well, the paint scheme is awesome, but like I said, I do like the tattoos. Okay, so in addition, most likely not going to keep this guy either. I mean, I do already have a Skywarp and Thundercracker of this figure. Let's scooch you some more, because this is the Transformers 1 original He's kind of wonky looking. Let's see if we can fix him up a little bit. Did we fix him up any? Not really. There you go. So yeah. I mean, he is bulkier, but he does not look like he would fly. This one looks like he might be able to fly. So, yeah, definitely getting rid of him. One that I do not plan on getting rid of, but you know, if I just keep them packed up in a box and never have them for display, like I have been, that might be the case, especially with this new one. So we're gonna have to back up a little bit here. Back up way back there, cause well, let me give you a clue who it is. There we go. So, all the way against the wall. Y'all see my beard? Wow, he's still off frame. Man. Okay. Well, there you go. God, it feels like it's a police lineup now. But here we have Transformers 3. I know it came at the end of the Revenge of the Fallen line. So here we have Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen, Leader Class Starscream. Yep, it's Starscream. And I do appreciate this. The way his mouth open, let me get some focusing on that.
Decepticons will crush the Autobots. No one can defeat Starscream.
So he's fun, and he's got some cool little fun gimmicks. Pew, pew. But he's so bulky, and when it comes down to it, he's kind of hard to stand up. Kind of hard. So I can't say for sure that I'll keep him, but I'm not going to say for sure I'm getting rid of him. But this guy, right there. Oh, hold on, let me get my pointer. This guy, he's not going anywhere. Oh, but you are. I'm sorry, fella. So, another... Whoop, 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 whoop. Doing the wrong thing here. There we go. Another Starscream comparison. Even though it's not a movie. It is Fall of Cybertron Starscream from Planet X. Or Planet X Starscream from Fall of Cybertron. However you want to say it. So there's those two guys together. Pretty cool looking. And finally, let's bring out some movie figures to make kind of a team here. Now, because I like the scaling, I am going to bring out the Last Night Megatron, which, no, it does not look like G1 Megatron or Armored Megatron or Animated Megatron or anybody. It looks like the Last Night Megatron and nobody else. But he is a small Voyager, and I think he works really, really well with Starscream here scale-wise. In addition, we have Shockwave. And we got Soundwave. And we even have, because it's his buddy, Little Ravage for Soundwave. Now technically that's Blaster, but or Sound Blaster, whatever you want to call them. Either way, here we have kind of the main Decepticons here. Megatron, Starscream, Soundwave, and Shockwave. And Little Ravage too. Can't really see Ravage in the... There you go. Now, and I think this scale right here, which I guess we can spread it out a little. There we go. I think this scalage right here works really great. And just to add to the fun, since he's been in 4 of the 5 movies, here's a Last Night Barricade. So now we got a really good full team of Decepticons. So yeah, rocking. Alright. So we got a good team of Decepticons. Because you know they didn't skimp out on any Autobots. Like usual. Jerks. Get out of here, Ravage. And one more. Well, actually another one. Two more comparisons. Another recent figure. Dreadwind. Let me do it like this. And again, we got a Voyager and a deluxe, but right now I don't have any Power of the Prime figures except for 2 deluxes and the first wave of the Prime Masters. I just couldn't break down and pay $25 for the Power of the Prime Starscream, especially when I had to pay $30 for this one. So yeah, and finally, because it would not be proper to show him off without showing off his, I guess, wave mate from Wave 1. The only other Studio Series figure I have, Crowbar. So there he is with Crowbar. I think that's a nice scale. He is decently taller and much wider to represent that he is a jet of some sort and much bigger than a car. So with that being said, I think that's all there is to say about this really, really great Starscream figure. The price is a little high, but he is a good, solid, well, his feet will collapse if you clank him down like that, but you know, he almost stands. He does stand like that. So yeah, legit Starscream mode. Excuse me, little people Starscream mode. I don't want to offend anybody. Yeah. But I will have to say, of all the movie Starscreams I've ever messed with, and I've messed with pretty much most of them, the only one that I've never held in my hands that I can think of movie Starscreams is the movie 2 Voyager. I've never played with that one. But he did not look very fun to transform. This one, he is much more challenging than your typical Power of the Primes or Combiner Wars or Titans Return figure to transform. But he is not difficult to transform at all. I just made it look difficult because I can be a big dummy sometimes. But he's not much more difficult at all than this guy. And what did that take me? 3 minutes? So it's still a satisfying transformation from a really, really neat and accurate looking, I'm assuming, vehicle mode to a very vicious, tyrannical looking mean fella. So yeah, this has been my review for the Transformers Studio Series Movie 1 Voyager Starscream, and I am Hardtekticon, and I will see y'all next time.